Are you trying to figure out where to get the newest shoes, where to get the best accessories, where to support a black business? Well, look no further. www.shopbsold.com. That's www.shopbsold.com. If you're looking for the best trends, and if you want to look fly while in quarantine, and when you get out of quarantine, this is the place to go. I'm telling you right now, and tell them Double T sent you. That's www.shopbsold.com.
Welcome to The Spot, the podcast. Join your boy Double T as we discuss music, sports, entertainment, culture, and so much more. So sit back, relax, and welcome to The Spot.
Welcome back to The Spot, everybody. I'm your host, Double T. Man, I came on like a radio DJ just now. And y'all smell that? What's that smell? I smell the fall. The fall season is here. My favorite time of the year. The weather changes. Let me explain. I'm not a summer person. I do not like the summer. I like the idea of summer. I like vacations and going out and doing other things, but I don't like the heat that's involved with the summer. I'm not a heat person. I hate being hot. I'd rather be cold any day of the week. But that's neither here nor there. But the fall is here, y'all. Nice weather. It's cool. It's not too hot, not too cold. The holidays are coming back. Ooh, I love the holidays. I love Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that good stuff. Even in the middle of a pandemic, the holidays are still going to be epic, and I can't wait. Back to school, even though I would assume for most people it's virtually, it's still back to school. My advice would be to treat it as if it was normal, but you're just not there. That's the best way to do it. And you know what it is. Football is back. The NFL season has arrived. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm usually a month ago, I'd have been like jumping off the walls, getting excited about football. But this year's different. 2020 is just different in general. So, they canceled preseason. The draft was virtually. There really wasn't any OTRs. Not OTRs. I can't think of the term. Training camps was a little different. Everything was different. It had a different feel. It had a different vibe. And even as football starts, the official start of the season comes, it's still, like, I'm ready for it, but it's just kind of like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like don't get me wrong, I'm excited. But once I see them play and the games, go on and the season gets into a groove, I feel like my regular self. But right now, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm excited, I'm pumped, but it's just like, this is different, this is weird. Even fantasy football, like, I'm a big fantasy football person. It's just like, I'm excited and I'm ready for it. And I plan on winning both my leagues, but that's neither here nor there. But it's just like, it's just different. But I'm still excited for it, and I'm still ready for it. And lucky for you guys, Double T is going to give you a preview of what's going to happen. Or, all right, let me get off my high horse. What I believe is going to happen this season. I'm going to go over each division, and I'm going to pick who's going to win, why, I wasn't going to give like a detailed playoff prediction, but I don't think that's too much. So I'm going to go with each division. I'm going to give a division winner. I'm going to go AFC Championship, NFC Championship games. Pick my winners. I'll give you my Super Bowl pick at the end. And I may do, I'm going to predict the MVP. We'll do an MVP, Comeback Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year and Offensive Rookie of the Year. So stay tuned till the end for all that good stuff. But right now, let's dive right into it. So, let's see, where do we start? I am going to start with, now, if you guys follow me in the past on YouTube and you maybe know me personally, you know that I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. Always have been, always will be. And yes, I do live in Baltimore, Maryland. I do like the Ravens. I don't, not discriminate against the Ravens. I cheer for the Ravens. But Cowboys first. It's like, I like analogies. It's like if you were, say you're cheering for, say your son and his best friend are playing football together. And you cheer both of them on, right? Because you like both of them. But you cheer for your son first, right? Like I want both of y'all to win, but I really want my son to win. Maybe that wasn't the greatest analogy, but whatever, right? So, I am going to go to the NFC East first because I believe the Dallas Cowboys will win the NFC East. Yes, I said it. Every year, the Cowboys are overhyped to some extent, whether it be the talent, what's going on in the offseason, what's going on with Jerry Jones. They're always, and this is one thing I don't like about them. I wouldn't say I don't like about them, but it's not my favorite thing about them, that they're always in the limelight. We can never sneak up on somebody. We can never be chilling in the cut because we always got the spotlight on us for one reason or another. But this year, we finally got a new coach. Coach Clapp is gone. If you want to know how I feel about Coach Clapp, Jason Garrett, you can go to my YouTube page, the spot, Double T spot, and look up the video of when Jason Garrett was announced fired. And that's how I feel about him. So we got Mike McCarthy, right? And I'm not trying to go too much on the Cowboys, but basically we have a new coach. This is probably the most talented team we've had in a couple years. Offensively, I think we are dynamite. Defensively, I think we're good too. Secondary they could use some work, but that might be a weak point, but I think we're still solid there. The rest of the division, right? We have the Eagles, who I feel like they won the Super Bowl, and ever since then, they can't really find themselves. They're kind of in the loop, like, are we good? Are we not good? Did we win by mistake? I feel like they're just not there. The Giants are in rebuild mode, if you ask me. Barkley is I feel like if you zone in on him on defense, their offense is lackluster. They got Danny Dimes, as they call him. But nobody's really scared of him. And then you have a football team who doesn't even have a mascot or a true name anymore. So we're not even worried about them. So I have the Dallas Cowboys winning the NFC East. You heard it here first. Now let's jump down to the NFC North. I think this division is going to be, I can see like a lot of 9-7, 8-8. I don't see like anybody winning double-digit games. I think like somebody's going to win the division at 9-7. Well, I'm about to tell you who's going to win it, but I think this person's going to win it at 9-7. I got the Minnesota Vikings winning this division at 9-7. The Packers, they always, if you have Aaron Rodgers, you're going to be a contender, right? No matter what. But I don't know about Aaron Rodgers. Like, if that's enough. I feel like he's going to make plays. He's going to keep them in games, but their defense and their lack of actually, no, I apologize. They do have a running game now. But I'll say this. I think this division is going to come down to coaching. And it's going to be between the Vikings and the Packers. The Bears, Michael Trubisky, I'm not sold on him. I think they could use a lot of help. The Lions, they got AP. You know what? I think their offense might be all right. Matthew Stafford's he's going to fling that ball around. But AP, they got a lot of running backs. It's going to be running back by committee. I just don't really see them making any noise this year. I think the best coach in their division is Mike Zimmer with the Vikings. And I think his coaching is going to take them to the top of the division. Kirk Cousins, he's going to be Kirk Cousins. He's going to throw for, I don't know, maybe close to 4,000 yards. He's going to have his touchdowns. He's going to have like 20 picks. But it's going to be enough for them to win the division. So I got the Minnesota Vikings. Now let's go to the NFC South, which is probably the most interesting division in the league this year, in my opinion. Or one of the most. We got the Saints, who are always contenders. Drew Brees. This is his whole arsenal of weapons. That home field advantage they have is tremendous. You got Atlanta, who you're not really scared of, but you can't sleep on them, Matty Ice, Julio Jones, one of the best receivers in the league. You can't knock it, right? And then we have the Panthers, who are kind of in the rebuild mode. They lost Cam. They have, I'm going to say it, the best multi-purpose running back in the league. Christian McCaffrey, I feel like he's my height. But the way he can run between the tackles and catch the ball in the backfield, you couldn't ask for more from him. And then we have Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And with their plethora of weapons, you got Gronk back, you got Mike. If Jameis Winston, with his crab stealing self, can throw for almost 5,000 yards. Actually did throw for 5,000 yards, I believe. What do you think Tom Brady's going to do? Now, I don't think he's going to throw. I don't think Tom Brady's going to throw for 5,000 yards. But I do believe that he's going to have a great season. But it's a new system. He was with New England for 20 years. I think this is going to be. I think they're going to have a slow start. I can see them starting slow, Tampa Bay, and then kind of picking it up at the end. But I think it'll be too late by then. I think the Saints will have a big enough advantage in the division by then. So I'm picking the New Orleans Saints to win that division. And then we have the NFC West. This is a tough division too. We have the 49ers, Seahawks, Arizona, and the Rams. I got two words, or two names, or one. I have one person in mind, and that's Russell Wilson. For some reason, I'm not hating on him. But for some reason, I just don't really care for him. Like, I see pictures of him, and I just be like, I don't know, something about him. But he can play his ass off. He can play the position of quarterback. He makes plays. He keeps them in games. Every time I feel like they're always down in the fourth quarter. It'd be like 20 to like 3. And next thing you know, you turn the channel, you come back, and it's like 20 to 20. You're like, yo, what in the world? And then he came back and won them the game. Russell Wilson alone, I think, will have a outstanding year. So just based off him, I think the Seahawks will win the NFC West. Now let's go over to the AFC. The AFC East, I believe the New England Patriots will win it. Yes, the New England Patriots. I think Cam Newton will be outstanding in New England. I think with him, I think Bill Belichick's going to bring out the best of him. I feel like all his injuries are kind of behind him. Let's not forget, Cam Newton was an MVP playing in the Super Bowl a couple years ago. So he's no slouch. I never count out Bill Belichick. I feel like the Patriots have a system and it works. Not taking anything away from Tom Brady, not saying you can just plug anybody in, but they're proving they have a system and it works. And I think Cam's going to thrive in it. And I think Buffalo's going to give him a tough run in the division. They're going to be a close second. Miami, they were terrible last year. And they have Tua now. But they're still young. They're still rebuilding. They're not ready. And the Jets, could be a surprise team in my opinion. There's always that one team that they come out of nowhere. Like, you didn't expect them to win 8, 9, 10 games. The Jets could be that team. Not saying they are, but I have a feeling Sam Darnold is going to come into his own. I think Le'Veon Bell will finally kind of get back to the Le'Veon Bell of old. And, but I don't think it's going to be enough to top the Patriots. You would think Tom Brady finally left the division is wide open. It is, but I still believe the Patriots come out on top. The AFC North, we have the Ravens, the Steelers, the Browns, the Bengals. So let's get the Bengals out the way, right? They're not good. They got the number 1 draft pick, still not good, right? I don't see them doing anything. The Browns look good on paper. Remember last year, they were like, the Browns might be going to the Super Bowl. No. I think they have a better year. I think this is going to be a make or break year for Baker Mayfield. Jesus. Baker Mayfield. I think this is the year to prove that he can play football at this level. Was with the weapons he has on offense. He has a run game. He has 2 elite receivers. He has everything around him to be successful. So if he's not successful this year, after being in the system a couple years, it's I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's either between the Steelers and the Ravens, right? And, I don't think the Steelers are just going to run away with it. The Ravens? I'm sorry. I don't think the Ravens are going to run away with it. Everybody is on the Lamar train. And, I think he's going to have a great year. I don't think it will be like last year. I think defense, the NFL is very crafty. It takes them like a year to figure you out. And then once they figure you out, you're in trouble. I'm not saying they figured him out, but I'm saying that he might have a little tougher time this year. I don't think he's going to be able to run around like that. He's going to make plays. Don't get me wrong. But it's going to be an adjustment. Teams will be definitely prepared for him this year. But I still have the Ravens winning the division. But I think the Steelers will be right behind them. Big Ben is back. This is all predicated on if Big Ben stays healthy all year, Steelers are going to be right behind them. But I still have the Ravens winning that division. The South, we have the Colts, the Titans, the Jaguars, and the Titans. I believe that the Colts will be a new team with Phillip Rivers in a good way. I can see this team going 12-4. I don't know why. I have a feeling, because remember just years ago with Andrew Luck and even last year, they weren't a bad team. I think they just need more consistent quarterback play, and if people stay healthy, they have a solid defense. The Colts are going to win in this division easily. Everybody's like Houston. Nah, bruh. The Colts are going to win this division. I mean, Houston's going to do their thing, but I got them in the playoffs, but the Colts are going to win this division. And then last but not least, the AFC West. I mean, we have the Raiders. I was about to say trash, but I'm not going to say trash. Raiders, San Diego, the Chiefs, and the Broncos. The Chiefs are going to win this division. The reigning Super Bowl champions will win this division. A lot of these teams, Denver, they're in rebuild mode. Oakland, I feel like they're still adjusting. They just moved. Gruden's still trying to get his way. I feel like he's trying to get Derek Carr at the door. Derek Carr's there. He's not really living up to what he once was. They're just kind of, in San Diego, they're kind of in rebuild mode. I don't see them doing much. So, the Chiefs, easily. Now let's get to the good part, y'all. I'm going to give you my predictions for the AFC Championship game and the NFC Championship game. In my opinion, in the NFC Championship game, I have the Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. And I hate to say it, but I think the Saints will beat the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC Championship game. I believe, as a Cowboys fan, this is the year we finally get to the NFC Championship. We finally get it. We're finally a game away from the Super Bowl. But for some reason, you know what? Hold up. No. I can't even do that live right now. I cannot do that. The Dallas Cowboys will beat the New Orleans Saints to go to Super Bowl 56, I believe, right? 56. The Dallas Cowboys will win and beat the New Orleans Saints. Shoot, they think this is. I can't believe I was about to say that. And then over in the AFC, I have the Ravens and the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. The Ravens and Chiefs, I think this is the new New England and Denver. Or the New England and the Colts, when Peyton Manning and Tom Brady were going back and forth. Ravens, Chiefs, as long as Mahomes and Lamar are there, they're going to be going at it for years. Every year, I feel like they're going to go at it in the playoffs at some point. And this year, I think Lamar and the Ravens will top the Kansas City Chiefs and make it to the Super Bowl. So what am I saying, y'all? Now, you heard me at the beginning of this. I'm not just this ain't bias. But I have the Baltimore Ravens versus the Dallas Cowboys in Super Bowl 56. How freaking epic would that be? Who wins it? I'm going to go ahead and do it. Since I changed it, I might as well change it all the way. The Dallas Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl by beating the Ravens. I'm going to give you a score. 17-23. Or 23-17, as they should say. Dallas Cowboys, Super Bowl champs. It's got tingles in my body saying that shit. And now, that is Double T's NFL preview for 2020, y'all. I hope this season plays out without any hiccups, no stoppages or anything crazy like that. So real quick, MVP, right? I'm going to give MVP to my main man, Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott will win the MVP of the league, y'all. I'm telling you this shit, boy. What else did I say? Offensive Player of the Year, I think. I'm sorry, not Offensive Player. Offensive Rookie of the Year. I believe. I'm gonna give it to the number 1 pick, Joe Burrow. He's proven. He reminds me of like an Andrew Luck. He's ready for the league. I think he's just on a bad team, but I think he's going to make plays, and I can see him breaking the record that Baker Mayfield set for most touchdown passes by a rookie in his first season. So I'm going to give him Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year? I'm going to come back to that one, but I got a Comeback Player of the Year for you. In my mind, I had one person, but I changed it to this other person at the last minute. Actually, it's a couple of them. So I'm going to tell you who people I got in mind of Comeback Players of the Year. I got, there's Alex Smith, there's Todd Gurley, there's Gronkowski. But the person I have, Comeback Player of the Year, is Cameron Newton. Cam Newton will be the Comeback Player of the Year. And maybe a close candidate for MVP. But my man Dak gonna beat him out for that. Because Dak got a lot to prove. But that, I could do a whole episode on Dak. That's something different. But I hope the season goes well, like I was saying. No hiccups. Let me know what you guys think. You can hit me up on my IG, YouTube channel. However you want to reach me. But I want to hear your predictions. I want to know who you think will win the Super Bowl. Who's going to be the breakout team? Who's going to be the team that tanks? Who's going to be MVP? Who's going to, be the best fantasy football player this year? Let me know. But until next time, it's your boy Double T, and I'm out this thing. Deuces.